Liv Morgan gonna win the women's Money in the Bank this year, and that's all I'm gonna say.
You don't see that.
Liv Morgan to do, man. You want her to?
I want her to beat competition. That's what I want. He hasn't been convincing at all. She was getting her ass beat by Becky Lynch, ass beat by Rhea Ripley.
Becky Lynch had to cheat to beat her. They literally bring that up in the story. No, come back here. No. You not finna rain on my Liv Morgan parade, dog.
Let's move on.
No, we not moving on. No.
Bro, man, that's the best. I think that's the all-time great. That's the all-time like greatest moment in the heel turn society, heel turn community.
I had to fight for my life that day.
That was awesome. It was awesome. I'll never forget it. Obviously. But man, should we just jump right into it? Should we just jump right into it? Let's jump right into it, man. Hello, all, and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Jackson Jr., a man that has been a little bit too happy this morning and is bothering me. It's really, I'm trying, because I'm not really curious anymore. Now I'm just like, what the hell is up with this man? Devin Lee Crimes. How you doing today?
I mean, I'm feeling wonderful. See, look, you know what? Look, I come on here with good spirits, good happy positivity, ahead of SummerSlam. And this is how it's received. I feel like Cody and AEW, man.
It's like, first off, why did you compare the Heel Turn Podcast to AEW? Why could you do this? How could you do such a thing?
Well, you know what?
You calling me my AEW as a whole? You calling me Tony Khan? You calling me Kenny Omega?
When you put it that way, yeah, that was kind of insult lately. Yeah, I see what
Kenny Omega. I don't mind being Kenny, but Tony Khan, I want to be Tony Khan now.
Man, as long as I get to be powerhouse.
No, you're gonna be Hangnail. I mean Hangman. You're gonna be Hangman.
No, come on, no, please, come on. You know what? I'm good. I promise you. Keep all that cowboy. I'm good.
Look, man. I know we usually do it on Sundays. It's not Sunday, it's Saturday. So I gotta take the cap off. I gotta take the cap. But just to let you know, I was bullied into this. I was bullied into doing this.
Yeah, it's also called peer pressure.
Yes, peer pressure. I sat in that chair and she was like, "What do you want?" I was like, "Can you just twist my hair like usual?" She was like, "No." I was like, "No, I'm paying you." Like, no. I thought she was gonna spin me in my chair like around and around, like the little kindergartners, like the little spin wheels, like she was gonna start bullying me.
I don't know why I feel like that would be like they go to the next scene after that. Like,
right, I'm just sitting here, I still got my hair in an afro, looking nasty, just like going around. She's like a wizard, like in those cartoons. She's stopping, my hair is like all nice and shiny, but like it's all good. But anyway, I'm sorry, I got distracted.
I feel like it didn't go this way.
She was like, "I could get you some dreads. You could be a dread head." I was like, "I don't know about dread heads. I'm scared of dread heads. Like, I don't know. Devin looks by a couple dread heads that I know. I don't know." And so she was like, "You can do it. I got you." So here you go. There it goes. There it goes, man.
Oh shoot!
Look, man. I had to show it out.
I thought like we was about to see, something else.
Hey man, I'm getting close to looking like Carmelo Hayes. That's the goal here. I'm trying to look like Carmelo Hayes.
I gotta come out looking like Trick Williams, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to be the darker version, the darker Carmelo Hayes. I don't shoot, I just drive to the rim.
See, man.
Because when I drive, I'm catching a body with me. There you go, I'm catching a body.
See, man, now you got me looking all bummy, man. If I knew this man was gonna come out here looking all fresh and stuff. He got fresh for SummerSlam. That's what it is.
I got fresh for SummerSlam. You wanna know why I got fresh for SummerSlam? Because look, man, I'm sorry. You know who I'm gonna call you today? You know who I'm gonna call you? I'm gonna call you Rey Mysterio.
Why?
I'm either gonna call you Rey Mysterio or Zack Ryder, because you're just gonna be prone to having short-term success. And where I'm going with that is right now Devin has the lead in our predictions after I fumbled the NXT bag. So NXT bag. So Devin, you're up 4-3. Look, man. I mean, I'm a good sport. I'll let you get it in. How you feeling? You down 3-0, came back 4-3. How you feeling?
I mean, I was gonna come on with my shades, and be like LeBron, but yeah, I forgot him. But and I need it because I mean, look, man, I tried to tell you talking about some short term, success. It's been long term. I've been on a roll. I've been on that momentous drive. Here we go. Couldn't get the right transportation we wanted to take.
Look, man.
That's all I got to say, man. The Dubs gonna keep coming.
I give you credit, man. I ain't think you was gonna make it this far. I thought I was gonna be.
What do you call a P that's been in a fight?
What do you call a what?
What do you call a P that's been in a fight?
What do you call it?
A black eyed pea.
Why?
Okay, that was a joke I was holding on to. I was trying to find a way to fit it in. I was like, let me just throw it in here before we get into the dirty, the real stuff.
So we went.
So
no. I'm sorry.
We can just move on past
credit. No, don't do this. Do not laugh at. Do not give any type of acknowledgement to that. Because first off, where the hell did that come from? I'm talking about this man's success. This is the last time I give this man an alley oop. I give this man a no, we're done.
I was holding on to it. I couldn't let it go.
So we skipped over these. Justin goes, "What's up, fellas?" He says, "So you guys are elite." It sounds about right. Look, man. I guess we'll be 50-50. We can't be mad at that all the way. But some people that are mad are a lot of people in the women's division. Which women's division? All of them. All of them. Unless you work for Impact, you are an unhappy woman wrestling right now. And I mean, New Japan too. I guess you could count out New Japan. But in terms of North American-based wrestling, if you're working in AEW, and no matter what, we're going to get into that later. But no matter what, working at AEW, whether you're working at WWE, it seems like there's a lot of people unhappy. Now, in saying that, before we get into the predictions, we're actually going to do that a little bit later. But Devin, your thoughts on Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, Zoe Stark, and Rhea Ripley all being snubbed from SummerSlam and their reaction to it? I mean, they seemed very upset about the whole situation.
And very understandably, because especially with Trish and Becky Lynch and with Zoe Stark, because I mean, weekly they've been building up on it on Monday Night Raw. And you would think with those names of Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch, like you would pay something like that off at a show like SummerSlam, not a show, just a Raw that's 2 weeks after this. So, I can definitely see, the frustration because it's like, what's the point of building and trying to add layers to our story if we're not even going to get a chance to pay it off on a bigger stage? And like with Rhea Ripley, like she a women's world champion, and like she can't get a match on the show, but we got to see Ronda versus Shayna. That couldn't be the match 2 weeks from now on Raw. No offense to him, but just think about it. Like, we talking about the world women's champion, and that's what we gonna get.
Are you okay with seeing Logan Paul versus Ricochet?
I'm okay with it. It's just if you were to throw, like I said, if I was to put them on the cutting board, I feel like they would go with Ronda and Shayna. Because it's just like, granted, you got these other high-profile matches like Roman and Jay, Seth and Finn, and Bianca, Asuka, and Charlotte. And then there's Logan Paul and Ricochet, and then Shayna and Ronda. When it's like, what about the other championships? And we're not even having the United States Championship match getting defended on this show.
Yep, that's a good point. Great point. That's a great man. We haven't seen that man in years. He just shows up to get his ass beat now. I mean, he doesn't really do much. He talks mysteriously about what he's gonna do next, but bro, you can just stop. Like, a lot of people are really going back to what John Cena said with like, you don't even believe in what you're saying. Like, you don't. But we're not. I'm sorry, we're not trying to talk about theory. We're talking about the women here. That's the main focus here because you're right. There's some matches on here and I was gonna ask you this Bull Jive Battle Royal they're having. Is it sponsored?
Sponsored by Slim Jim.
Slim Jim, that's what it is. Yep, that's the problem. That's crazy. Macho Man has been gone for how many years? And I was just at Family Dollar the other day. His face is plastered on the thing on Slim Jims. So I mean, no problem there. It's just, I mean, is this going to be an alley oop for LA Knight? Sure, why not? But there's a lot of stuff on here that is just not needed. And before I get to the tangent I was about to go on, Justin says, haven't been a fan of the Becky and Trish feud, but I'd rather them wrap it up sooner than prolong it any longer. The Chosen One comes in and says, since Backlash, the USA title hasn't been defended. Great. Beautiful. And I say that because I'm glad you pointed that out because that is hot dog water, man. That is trash. For somebody who's supposed to be the next big thing, for somebody who's supposed to be looking at as the next big superstar, he's been MIA. And let me tell you who else is MIA. A lot of these women in SummerSlam. Becky Lynch, and like you said, like Justin said, Becky Lynch and Trish, that feud hasn't been the greatest. But at the end of the day, you wrap it up at SummerSlam. You end it there. That was the whole point of this whole thing. We're not trying to watch this, continue to watch this. A lot of people are losing SummerSlam checks. There's no reason why Rhea Ripley should lose a SummerSlam check. Like when she's one of the hottest female heels out here. And people love her. People want to see Becky Lynch. Trish Stratus is a draw regardless of what people think. And so yet, to treat the women's division like that and to pretty much go from there to Logan Paul versus Ricochet, where if Ricochet loses, you might as well just, bro, man. You ever seen them dogs where they dig a tunnel, where they dig a little hole, they just get the head? That's just keep doing that with Ricochet. Because if Ricochet loses against Logan Paul, then what's the point? What's the point of even rooting for them, man? The Chosen One comes on and says, facts in the feud at SummerSlam. 100% agree, man. In the feud at SummerSlam, it's just the fact that now, like Justin said, they have to prolong this even longer, and it's stupid. But we go from one side across the street. Or Devin, any closing statements from you?
No, I agree also with the Chosen One because you should just, nobody wants to see a conclusion to a feud that's been building for weeks on a random Monday Night Raw. It just don't feel justified to me. It's just like having a big epic battle and then we just gonna end it like on this little filler episode, and there's still more to come, but it's like why we couldn't get that finale on a bigger stage.
Exactly. Man, I'm sorry. You be fighting a train every week. If it's not a train, you be having a good day where it's not a train, and then you having a phone go off. Like, I don't know what's like. It's always a distraction.
It's funny because I thought it was cool because there was some police sirens before we got on here. So I was like, all right, maybe they got all the sounds out the way.
It was some police sirens when I got on. So as I'm still in hiding, we
I'm sitting up here with all the lights though and hiding in plain sight.
Man, Devin was throwing people out the window like Triple H and Randy Orton. As soon as Triple H threw Randy out that window, bro, you see the police cars come through. I'm like, what kind of coincidence is this?
They was just outside. You see that, Bob? Let's go. Put the donut down. No, I'm just kidding.
Put the donut down. Oh, man. But one thing that these AEW wrestlers need to do is put their phones down in terms of social media, in terms of everything under the sun, because somebody has came out in terms of Lufisto, and she said in her interview that she expected to be attacked for her story and comments, but she was standing up for women's wrestling. So she tweeted online last night. She said, I had a 1-hour phone call with a current AEW talent. The women who actually addressed the problems I did today were the ones sent home by Tony Khan. There was a meeting to shoot on Thunder Rosa that Khan attended. Before leaving, he reminded them that air segments were the lowest. When some girls arranged a meeting to talk about Baker's crew, one of them ran into Britt to let her know. The girls that wanted to address the problem were the ones punished. Things didn't get better, they got worse. As for the legitimate wrestlers, believe Tony doesn't give a damn about women's wrestling, it feels like they're going back to the Divas era. Ask me who the freak I am. Tell me I'm irrelevant and that I'm going to do this for attention. Call me a liar. Tell me to kill myself. You keep on closing your eyes and supporting human beings with shitty behavior. With the message of support and especially this phone call I received from AEW employees, this nobody did the right thing. Devin. And Justin, clarify the agree with, please tell me if I'm tweaking. Didn't we kind of hint something at this? Something about Britt Baker being the kind of toxic person in the women's wrestling locker room? Now, granted, everybody has, but didn't we also discuss that? Didn't we have a long, elongated talk about Britt Baker and her behavior backstage, and there could be something going on? Did you think we were tweaking at the time we were saying that, or did this clarify everything?
No, it really don't take too much but two eyes to see it. You know what I mean? It's obvious. It's definitely obvious, and it keeps going. And that's the whole issue. It's like, dude, like why? My thing with AEW is like, why people can't just have an issue, right, and just talk it out? Why we got to sit here and string it all along for months, maybe even years?
But this is why I'm saying they need to put their phone down. First off, let's get Justin's final comments here. Ricochet used the win to finally start getting him on track, but Logan Paul has lost a lot lately, and he needs to start picking up wins as well. Tough situation right here. Justin, I can't stand you right now. Justin. Look, man, Ricochet needs to win this. If Logan Paul wins this, I don't know what to do with myself. I might just have to. I think we have to fire Ricochet and Samantha Irvin. She has to go too. I'm sorry.
Hold on. No, she ain't got nothing to do with it. Just because she associated with your hero don't mean she got to go anyway.
Hey, the fact that she is associated with my hero, and the fact that my hero is going to lose to a YouTuber, a TikToker, a scammer, a prime drinker. No, bro. I'm sorry. Ricochet going to have to go. Get out of here, man.
You know what? Look. I personally would have never put that mess together in the first place because to me, there's no way I could ever think the outcome of how somebody else can look better in this.
Bro, yeah.
I mean,
I like this. I'm not even hyped for SummerSlam. Tonight, this is supposed to be the biggest party of the summer. Look, man.
Hold on.
He said, hold on.
Because I couldn't really see the whole full quote, and I'm like, this sounds way too funny. I gotta see this.
Not even hyped for SummerSlam tonight.
SummerSlam. I like that one. SummerSlam.
Since we keep bouncing back and forth, we got to get back on track to the women's division because, like I said, when a lot of these AEW superstars need to put their phones down, they put their phones up. A lot of people believe this is Tony Khan telling the women to speak up about their women's division, because you have to like Saraya, Renee Paquette, Taya Valkyrie, Madison Rain, Nyla Rose, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Britt Baker, Marina Shafir, Britt Baker again, and Kip Sabian all speaking out at once, pretty much defending it. Kip Sabian saying that MJF hit the nail on the head. MJF had a long thing to say. He says, his first sentence is, if you listen to miserable people who never made it in this sport, that's not exactly the brightest thing to do. So Nyla Rose goes on to say that she hasn't been, offended in anything in any type of way. Madison Rain says that, she's happy that she walks in every Wednesday to get uplifted and motivated. Renee Paquette says they have an incredible women's division. Taya Valkyrie just debunks the narrative, and she's been there for 5 months. Saraya, shut up, sir. Look, I'm sorry. She gave me. You ever seen that Richard Sherman video when he's like, run the ball. Like that's me, man. When I think of Saraya, because she gets every time she opens up her mouth, and I'm a fan of her as a wrestler, but every time she says something, it either don't make sense or she tries to make it seem like everybody's in agreement. And, what she's saying is like all the high and mighty, which it totally isn't. She's talking about how positive this whole women's division is and the locker room is what happened? What happened on the first episode? Can you explain to me what Saraya did on the first episode of the AEW All Access? What was the first thing they did? The first thing they showed?
See, man, I want to remember All Access. Look, when they try to talk about Thunder Rosa,
that's all they for the first 10
see,
minutes.
I got it on my head. Because
for the first like 10 minutes, Britt Baker started to Thunder Rosa to, oh, Tony Storm, you look so tired. Yo, your back hurts. Oh my goodness. Well, at least you're wrestling with some other people. And then Saraya comes in, who just got there. Yeah, you're right. And also, she needs to. Oh, time out. No, y'all need to relax here, because now we're getting to the point where you guys are you're clowning on somebody. Thunder Rosa. Have we heard from Thunder Rosa? Did Thunder Rosa make a comment about this? Did she respond?
And that's the thing. When Saraya was on that whatever show she was on, and she was like, "Yeah, Thunder Rosa loves to talk," and I'm like, "To who?" Because it ain't us. Because we ain't hardly hear anything she got to say. It's y'all that's doing all the talking. That's when I was done with her. Because I'm like, now you just making up stuff.
Bro, I'm just as much as Team Thunder Rosa as I was Team Punk, man. Because there is no reason that I just feel like AEW is just a high school, man, where all you doing is you got clicks, and they're trying to be so much like, and I'm not trying to say they're being like WWE, but they're trying to be like the WWE superstars of old. They want to be the big personalities. And yes, there is politics to this. I fully believe that FTR even mentioned there's politics into this. Like, there is no way you can't just believe that AEW is all for one and one for all, when in reality, you got people that, number one, you have to start a whole other promotion just so another wrestler can wrestle, because you can't share a locker room with people. They don't want to be with you. They don't like you. So you got to share, you got to leave. It's being stupid. Thunder Rosa, now, first off, we don't know about her injury, so let me clear. I don't want to say, oh, she hasn't been in the ring, and she could be still injured. But Thunder Rosa, we haven't seen her wrestle. She on commentary. Me and you don't hear her because we don't know what she's saying. But Thunder, she's on commentary. We haven't seen her do much of a single damn thing. You hear Britt Baker, when I broke my nose, I was still here. Good for you. Congratulations. When The Miz tore his ACL, he was still there in a wheelchair, entertaining people. That doesn't make you special. A lot of people just want to get injured and go home. Rehab. Like, if you show your face and do it, that's your choice. But you can't crap on somebody for not doing the same, like for not making the same choice. It's stupid. Justin goes in and says the roster members that put up their AEW flag, jumped on the front lines and defended the company the way they didn't put themselves in a good light. Agreed. Devin, your thoughts on that?
No, I agree, because the way that came out, those comments that she made, and all of a sudden everybody, I don't know what she's talking about. We all love each other here. What are you talking about? I just got done hugging somebody just now. We're gonna go get coffee in a minute. It's just like, all right, you know what?
It looks like that's one of those things where it's just like, you can hear, you can't hear Tony Khan, like, but you can see, okay, they're talking crap about this business. A whole lot of people in the women's division isn't gonna, let's stand up for Britt Baker and let's, for all for one and one. No, that ain't happening. Because first off, even looking at Britt Baker's match with Taya Valkyrie, you kind of already know. And we've been saying this for a minute. Like, Britt Baker, if you were going to, just like a lot of these AEW wrestlers, and you guys can disagree, those that are watching right now agree, I could care less if you want to swing on me or not. A lot of these AEW wrestlers, if they go to WWE, they're getting sent to NXT. Britt Baker, you're going to NXT. You got a big enough name to where you can skip it, but they might want to throw you in NXT. Shinsuke Nakamura started off at NXT. So nobody's excluded. So Britt Baker, NXT. Thunder Rosa, I don't know, but they might just throw her in NXT. Taya Valkyrie might be able to skip because she's a veteran. So there's a difference there. Ruby Soho left the main roster, but I could go off with anybody. Anna Jay, NXT, definitely. You can take her fat ass and bad attitude to NXT. Is that her catchphrase? Is that her catchphrase? Is that her catchphrase?
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's just
look. I just don't want you. I just don't want to get slammed on. That's all I gotta say.
It was just the order of saying it. I was just like, well, dang, somebody feel
It's just a
personal about this.
catchphrase. It's just a catchphrase. I don't mean it in any negative way. But yeah, man. That's a lot of these AEW wrestlers. They're getting sent off to NXT if they was. So for them to even think of themselves as like this high and mighty because you're big and bad in AEW, that's cold. That's solid. People like MJF, Britt Baker, you are well known, really well known. You have a huge fan base, and that's great. But you're just like the Young Bucks. In the rumors mill with Young Bucks, they're politicking. What makes Britt Baker any different? Because why are we subjectifying CM Punk to all this nastiness? Now, granted, he has a longer tenure, so I can understand that. But why do we have to put CM Punk in all the nastiness? But whatever the AEW gang does just gets thrown out the water because, oh, well, it's friends. We're all friends here. We just have a bunch of negative Nancys that just want to destroy our business. That's coming from WWE, coming from the other side. Am I tweaking? Am I just saying foolishness?
Coming from the Fed. No, I mean, they're like when they first came back and they was mocking CM Punk, and like in their video they were highlighting when they were saying F CM Punk in the crowd. You know, it was no uproar about that. But let CM Punk come out and say, you know, counterfeit bucks. Why would he say something like that? See, this is what I'm talking about. You know, it's like, what is my thing with AEW is keep that same energy on both sides.
Keep that same, and they never do. They never do. Tony Khan picks and chooses who he is. This man was sitting here. Now, granted, Vince McMahon hanging out with John Cena, that's cool. John Cena's been retired. That man's just in and out. Tony Khan dancing at a Melo Conti, Sammy Guevara wedding. No, and granted, you love your wrestlers. I love to see that. Tony Khan, there's nothing wrong with loving your wrestlers and loving your counterparts. But you picking sides, my guy. I mean, I don't care. I fully believe Tony Khan picks sides. And it's just the fact that here's the difference. Here's the difference, Evan. And I need your opinion on this. Tell me if I'm totally off base. The reason why we have a huge problem with Tony Khan, one of the reasons why we have a huge problem with Tony Khan, is because him and Vince McMahon can do the exact same thing. But Vince McMahon will tell us he's a dickhead. Vince McMahon will tell us he's a sleazy asshole. He will go out and say, hey, man, it is what it is. I'm finessed you. Come get your money back. Oh, like, you know, like that's Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon will test your gangster. Tony Khan will disrespect you or do something that'll make it seem like disrespect and try to play the nice route. So, oh, we're nothing like this. We're AEW. AEW, there's nothing going on in here. Our locker room is clean. You can eat off the floor in our AEW locker room. Like, bro, there's foolishness going on. Like, am I tweaking?
No, that's my whole issue with AEW, like as a whole. Like, I love it as a product, as a secondary, you know, when I say secondary, I'm saying like it's another option. That's what I'm trying to say before I get pitchforks. That's the whole thing. It's just accountability. It's just like WWE, you know, we already know they're not perfect. We already know it could be an evil empire sometime. And like you say with Vince McMahon, like he'll let you know, like, look, I mean, I might not be the best guy, you know, but I'm the evil you know versus the evil you don't. Exactly. That's how I see it. It's not like Tony Khan. We just, you know, he gonna come out like, yeah, you know, sometimes I may, you know, make the wrong decisions. Da 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 da. No, it's just like everybody will get their hands dirty and be like, well, what you talking about? And put their hands behind their back. That's right. AEW.
If you're thinking negatively, then you're the problem. Like that's how you're the problem. You don't like AEW, you're the problem.
Exactly.
You know, and Devin, I think you might agree. This is the last thing I'm gonna say, then we can move on. But you ever seen, and I know because you're a movie person, but like you ever see now there's writers coming out that's like our movie doesn't suck. It was just too advanced, or we dumbed it down for the audience. You know, you ever heard like the director give off an excuse that's just like, well, no, our movie doesn't suck. You guys just didn't comprehend. It was too smart for your well-being. You guys are filthy Americans. That's why. Like that's AEW. You don't understand it. You suck. You're the problem.
Oh, exactly. Instead of you giving me a more, you know, streamlined story or a streamlined product, it's just my fault that it was communication on me taking in your product. Well, that's not the case. Like some people just ain't gonna get it. And I mean, the thing is, they ain't gotta, be the most horrible person on this earth for that. Everybody
See,
like they type of ice cream flavor,
and here it goes. I got this. And Justin, you could get involved in this question as well. And this is a question for both of you guys. He goes, all these situations is going to prevent a lot of women from ever wanting to be a part of that division unless something changes. Now, Devin, right now, throw all your biases aside. Throw it out the window. Which one would you rather choose? Would you rather be you're a woman. But let's pretend you're a woman. We're 2023. You're a woman. At the end of it, you got to pick a choice. Are you going to go to AEW where it could be potentially you could be treated the way you know you're going to be treated? You know how they do. Would you rather go to AEW or would you rather go to WWE where there's a huge chance to where your career might not take off because you could end up like somebody like Shotzi, somebody like Dana Brooke? You could end up with a horrible gimmick. That's a risk there. You're not guaranteed success in WWE. While I get a charger, Devin, explain to me which one would you prefer?
That is pretty tough because I mean they both in pretty terrible spots right now. But I would say I would actually go to WWE because I look at it where you look at AEW, it's like they kind of just find the smallest spot on the whole night to put the women in. Like they'll put them in like 20 minutes before the main event, which isn't fair to them. They should have several segments throughout the show, so that way we can build and care about it. Whereas with WWE, I mean, granted, you may be putting something you may not particularly agree with, something that may not make you look how you want to, but they at least will give you the time to at least be in front of people. Maybe you can pick up on what you can improve on. But that's the thing with AEW. It's like they could never get better or have things to pick on to see what to improve if we never see it. At least in WWE, you may be in some tag team match, you may be in a battle royal, but at least you get to be seen and have some type of experience on television.
And you know what's crazy? You can get over. And here's a perfect example. I can give you a great example right now. Maxine Dupree. Bro, this has been, I don't care what anybody says. I'm entertained. I'm entertained with this. Everything the Alpha Academy, what was her name? Valhalla? He was like,
I'm like about to throw up trying to say it.
She had me crying. She was like, I haven't heard from the spirits in weeks. I was like, and you got Maxine Dupree trying to like worm and everything. And all I want to do is drink blood and eat people's veins. Like,
hey, we all got different problems out here. Some people ain't speak to the spirits, and some people just don't speak to the spirits.
Right? Yeah. Some people just get bullied across the street. Like, but man.
But to your point, we entertain.
Yes, and it's amazing. It's fun. We're having fun. So I mean, that's all it is, man.
If I can have one last point though,
go ahead. Of course.
If you're gonna put me put me in NXT, man. Put me in NXT because that women division is strong. They got women out in NXT and it's still strong. I don't care what nobody say. That's where you want to be.
Hey man, look, who's that? Oh, I'm spacing on her name. She just lost to Tiffany Stratton, the Great American Badass.
Oh, Thea Hale.
Yes, Thea Hale. Bro, I'm not a fan of none of that Academy crap, bro.
Chase U.
I'm not a fan of Chase U. I'm a fan of her though. I'm a fan of. I love the energy. I love her energy. I love everything she do. And then as soon as they do the tile ladder, through the tile to call it quits, she show up on Tuesday. Whatever.
Chase U, whatever. CHAs.
Man, y'all lucky I'm getting my book bag. It's like I'll be ready for y'all, man. But I'm telling you, you get stuff like that over.
I was gonna say that's why I was like, I liked it. At the time I didn't, but I see the bigger picture though.
You see the bigger picture.
Because she was a little over animated. This is something you could put in to kind of add more chip on her shoulder. That way she ain't gonna be, I'm gonna do it. I'm that gangster. And it's like you just lost. So like, chill out, humble yourself, and move forward. That's character development. That's why I'm saying NXT the place to be, man. You going that's why I changed my stance. I mean, I don't really want Liv Morgan up, but hey, it ain't a bad place to be at all. You could be in other worse places, but NXT, that's what you want to be, man.
Yeah, and man, I'm sorry, but we gotta cry for a second. I ain't gonna lie. This one might just move me. But we gotta get into the pressing matters because I actually just read this all the way through just now. Like I read a little bit before we started, but now reading this now is just sad. Because we gotta talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Big E, man. The GOAT, unfortunately broke his neck last year. Rich Holland hit him with, what was it, a belly-to-belly suplex?
Yeah, on the floor.
Yeah, landed pretty much on his head. And so now we finally get the announcement that WWE star Big E says that the doctors advised him not to wrestle again. And it's because of his broken neck. He goes on to say that he's focused on the quality of life. He says, for me at 37, for me at 37, these are things that I think about. And I think about the quality of life. When I started this job at 23 and probably had a bit of a death wish and was okay with dying in the ring, I would now like to not die in the ring. I would like to do other things with my life. I don't have a timeline right now. I'm just really grateful to not have any nerve pain. My strength is great, legit, no issues whatsoever. So I guess it can be. I guess it's not all the way sad. I guess there's some happiness there to it. But Devin, your thoughts on potentially, and I'm saying potentially because, I mean, from Lita to Paige to Edge, a lot of people come back from broken neck injuries. Devin, your thoughts on Big E's update?
I like where his head is in it all. That he's looking at the quality of life because that's all you really got. When everything is gone, it's your life. About your longevity, and that's all I wish for him is the best in his longevity and that he's healthy and happy that he has no pain. And look, I mean, if I never see him step in the ring again, if it's for his health and like I said again, his longevity, I'm content with it. I'll just hold on to the memories when he was running around with Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee back in 2014 ish. There's moments with the New Day, moments with his single run. So, he gave us, things to hold on to in case he never steps back in to make new memories.
Hall of Famer?
Oh, yes. Hey, I was going to say possibly twice. If the New Day go in and then he can go.
Oh, you just made Twitter. I'm posting that one on Twitter. That's a good one. You finna get fried. Man, I don't know.
I stand next to it, man. Look, man, you already know the New Day at base is going in. I mean, look, he a former WWE champion, a former Money in the Bank. That don't matter though. It's on the look, because I feel like he got cheated towards the end because all the whole day one crap. Roman got sick, unfortunately, and they threw the belt on Brock for no reason. I think he could have had some more legs on that. He probably would have lost it around Elimination Chamber, which would have been 2 months later. But still, man, when you look at the accolades, I think he can go in there.
That's tough, man. I like it. I like that you stood on it, man. I'm so split on it. Like, I don't disagree with you, but I'm just so split because, like, granted, anybody goes into the Hall of Fame, like, but it's just a fact of, like,
it's true.
I can't say anybody goes to the Hall of Fame, but it's like anybody that had
anybody.
Anybody that had some momentum at some point in their career.
They let your cousin go in there. I mean, it's just.
I mean, true. It's just, man, that's tough. That's tough, man. Oh, Justin comes in. He says, I'm going to start by saying I'll never blame Rich Holland for what happened. It was a freak accident, but it's sad if Big E can't wrestle again. But he'll always have a position in WWE, which is good. Oh, man. If him and Titus O'Neil can be the brand ambassadors of WWE and just go around the place, just tackling each other, like, bro, man, they're making WWE a whole lot of money. if they do something like that. And first off, Justin, agree wholeheartedly. Anybody that's blaming Ridge Holland don't know nothing about wrestling and don't know nothing about just life in general. Because Big E said he didn't blame him. And number one, it looked like it was a part of the spot to begin with. It's not like he was just like, oh, Big E, fuck you. I'm just gonna throw you over something, I'm gonna throw you over my head. Like it's just like it was nothing like that. So no, if anybody's blaming Ridge Holland, you need to get yourself checked out. So for Devin, I mean, your thoughts on Big E.
Big E, man, look, man, Big E, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, man. And like I said, if he never steps again in the ring, I'll be content because I feel like what he was able to put in his career, the things he was able to accomplish, not only by himself but with the New Day, I'll be fine with that. You know, I'll never forget watching him cash in that Money in the Bank, him win the Money in the Bank. You know, him chewing all that popcorn, you know, ringside with the New Day. Like, I could go on all day. I really could.
And being the nicest guy ever. So
that too.
At the end of the day, like you said, I know I said I was gonna be emotional, but I mean, yeah, I wanted to see him wrestle. I wanted to see him back in the ring. So yeah, I am hurt a little bit. But
I feel like, oh, sorry, I mean to cut you off. I was hoping to lift your spirits.
Oh, go ahead.
I just feel like, I'm not saying he gonna hear this discussion like at this moment, but I feel like in him who he is, he wouldn't want us to be sad about it. The power of positivity, man. It's not just, you know, a thing on TV. It's a real thing.
Look,
and I see it.
I'm sorry, man. I'm thinking by at least when he hits 50, he's gonna be one of the old time managers, like new generation. But like I think he's gonna crack down to be a manager at some point in time. That'd be he.
Maybe he gonna manage me. Shoot,
he gonna manage you.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time. He gonna be like, look at my protege. I'm gonna get the chalk. Come on now. They gonna call me. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone.
They gonna call you what?
We're gonna work on that. It may not just be the same. You know, I can't, you know, call myself like, you know, big Devin Langston, you know, like his third cousin or something he never knew. Now he want to train him.
He ain't want to train him. Justice says, I wouldn't mind if Big E doesn't step foot in the ring again. Have him be a commentator at NXT with Booker T and Vic. I would let's replace Big E with Booker T, because Booker T to me is awful.
For real,
Booker T to me is dookie. I'm sorry.
I say he acceptable.
He don't do it for me, man.
I'm sorry. It be some moments, man. He be just no greens, no tomatoes, just meat.
He just be saying random stuff, man.
That's the beauty of it.
Go to your own promotion to do that stuff, man. You got your own promotion. Go do that over there. But he just
see, man. He ain't had no problem with Jerry Lawler screaming about puppies, though.
Yeah, because Jerry Lawler was funny. Booker T just weird and awkward. He an entertaining guy, but just on commentary, he don't be saying nothing. Like, he just boring. So Big E, if you can replace Booker T, I think we'll make this work. Oh, look at that. He says Booker T didn't do it for me at first, but he's had his moments that I've enjoyed. You know, I'm not saying that he's just completely dookie, which I mean, no, he's dookie. I ain't gonna lie, he is dookie. He's terrible, but he's tolerable, like you said. I'll listen to him.
Hey, he better than Kevin Patrick.
Yeah. Oh, he better than definitely. No, yeah. Yeah. you gotta fight.
No offense to him. I'm just speaking the facts. I'm sorry.
Man, no, I mean you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. But yeah. I'm on YouTube.
Oh, so I thought I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
My bad.
Me and my mate Michael Cole are gonna be on Raw.
Look, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be what did Carl Anderson used to say?
Chill out, man. Come on, please.
Carl, for those that don't know, Carl Anderson usually just be like, you know, I'm gonna chill out with my hot Asian wife. So yeah, now hot Hispanic girlfriend just walked in, and now I'm distracted. But sorry. But Devin, we got to get into the SummerSlam predictions. I'm sorry. We got to get into this. You said you want me to do what? You want me to take care of you?
See what you see? You know what? Hold on.
Okay.
I ain't finna. I was like, we finna be the third wheel podcast, man. Come on now, it's the heel turn.
I'm sorry. Here we go. Let's get into this. We're gonna start off with the SummerSlam Battle Royal. All we know is that LA Knight and Sheamus will be the two superstars in it right now. Devin, who do you got winning this match?
Everybody gonna say it. LA Knight. Yeah. That's all I got to say.
Because I don't want to be different. And I know this man's going to win this match because he was supposed to win that Money in the Bank ladder match, didn't win it. He's been taking a decent amount of losses. I think it's time that he finally gets the momentum push that he needs. LA Knight for the win. No.
Yeah.
No. Ronda Rousey taking on Shayna Baszler, MMA rules match. Devin, who you got?
Shayna Baszler. All day, every day.
Shayna Baszler. Give me Shayna Baszler. I think Ronda Rousey's out of here. I think this is her go home match, go the hell home match. That's what I'm gonna call it. Because she really needs to leave with the quickness. Devin, we're gonna fly through this because it seems like this is just easy. Well, here's where we're gonna hit a crossroad at. Logan Paul taking on Ricochet. Devin, who do you got in this match?
I'm gonna take Ricochet. Mostly because I mean, look, like I feel like you, man. If Ricochet lose, I don't know. I really feel bad. Just all of Ricochet, just everything. Where would he even go from this, man?
To be honest, because I have no faith, I'm going Logan Paul. And the reason why I see Logan Paul winning this match is because The Miz lost to Logan Paul, and he's perfectly fine. I think they're going to do the same with Ricochet, where they need to find Logan Paul to win. And I think they look at Ricochet to do the job. And as much as it kills me to say it, especially with the tone I'm having, I think Ricochet's taking the fall on this one. I think Logan Paul needs to. I think that they're going to think that Logan Paul needs to win. So that's what's going to happen. Justin comes in and says, hoping LA Knight wins, but my thinking is going to be my boy Grayson Waller. Ooh.
If LA Knight wasn't in this, that's who I would be picking, man. That good Grayson Waller effect.
That was a great pick. Then he says he's going with Shayna, so we can start getting her back to NXT Shayna. That's facts, man. I miss her wholeheartedly. You have Gunther taking on Drew McIntyre. What is so funny? What?
You said I love Shayna Baszler. I was like, whoa. I was like, see, somebody else do too. Your whole household loves Shayna Baszler. Ain't no wrong with it.
Oh, Justin also says, I love Ricochet winning, but going with Logan Paul only because he's lost so much and he needs to start picking up some wins. Like I feel you. Me and I almost said me and Logan. Me and Justin on the same page, man. Look at that. I don't think me and Logan will ever be on the same page. I don't know.
But, you gonna be a scammer?
Yeah, I'll be a scammer. I would be an awful scammer. Like I would steal money and be like, look, I apologize. Here goes. Can
you take it back?
Yeah, you can take it back. I'm sorry. I had a guilt moment. Please forgive me. I don't want to go to jail. That's my thing. I don't want to go to jail. Don't do this. But man, Gunther and Drew McIntyre. Devin, who you got?
Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't finna do all that, but I got the Attorney General Gunther because that's that dude.
I agree, man. I got Gunther here for the win, and that's mainly just because he's the GOAT, man. He has to retain. He has to beat Honky Talk's record. So I think I'm gonna go with Gunther on this one for sure. And even Justin comes in. Gunther retains, give him that record-breaking title reign. I would absolutely be stunned if WWE cuts Gunther's shirt. If they cut his shirt. If they cut his reign short. Jesus Christ. We have the WWE Women's Championship match. Asuka taking on Bianca Belair, and of course, it wouldn't be WWE if they just didn't throw Charlotte in there. And that's coming from Justin. That's me tapping into my inner Justin right there.
It's facts at this point.
It's facts. Look, man, they're just like, how do we make this world women's title match work? They just throw Charlotte in there. And granted, Charlotte don't even got to win. She's got to show her face, do a couple backflips, a couple figure eights, and she get up out of there. She get that check. So yeah, who do you got for the dub?
I have Asuka retaining her championship because if she loses, then I'm not gonna be a big fan of her reign at all. It's just I don't like how she been presented throughout this whole thing. She really needs this win.
Yes. I'm gonna say. See, I hate that we're agreeing so much. I gotta go with Asuka, and that's mainly because I see Bianca Belair turning heel. I see it's kind of like the wheels are spinning, just like her husband. Her husband just turned heel the other day.
It's going in the family, man. Come on now.
Like, I'm glad Bobby Lashley used his thick bald head, bro. He was just like, man, these scrubs I had wasn't working, man. Shelton Benjamin old, Cedric Alexander under 205. Screw this, man. He was like, I need men. He said, give me the street profits, man. And that's
boys to men.
Boys to men. That's exactly what he did. Boys to men. That's exactly what he did, man. And first off, it's a quick sidetrack. Is this a downgrade for the Street Profits?
No, because I mean, you acting like they're being associated with Reggie or somebody from NXT.
They under somebody. Should they be under somebody?
But they under the Almighty.
So they don't. Do they have to be under somebody? Especially when somebody like Montez Ford.
Who said he got to be under though? Why they can't be alongside
him? They are. When they showed them on the jumbotron, Bobby Lashley was in the middle. If you're in the middle,
it's three people. It's three people. Somebody was gonna be in the middle, regardless.
But who was in the middle? Bobby Lashley, go ahead. Who's in the middle of Evolution? Triple H. Who was in the middle of the? I don't even know who was in the middle of the Shield. Was it Seth? I think no.
Because they were all equal, really.
They were all.
That's that trio.
You're not gonna sit here and say every time you can go on. You can play video games, and whoever's the leader is in the middle.
Hey man, look. Some people probably thought it was Seth Rollins because he was the architect. Some people might have thought it was Roman Reigns because he was the powerhouse of the group, the big dog. Some people might have thought it was Dean Ambrose. He was the only one that had a singles championship at one point. So I mean, I thought they were interchangeable.
I'm gonna admit this now. I don't want to be in a group with you. I don't want to be in a group.
What you mean? I treat everybody in the group equal because that's the thing. Teamwork make the dream work. Not if everybody going in for themselves, then we gonna implode.
But that's
y'all gotta listen to me, man.
So you're telling me this is why I feel like I wouldn't want to be in your group. Nothing.
We prosper.
No. I figured I have a problem with your group because you would be like, oh, somebody walk up to you. Where's your leader at? Oh, he all the way in the back. You can't see him, but he's somewhere in that middle corner over there. We're all equal, so we all need to be up in front, and he just rotates around.
No, because that's the thing. If somebody else somewhere else, I step up. If I'm going somewhere, then other buddy step up. That's how it go. Once you step to one of us, you step to what they say in Spider-Man 1. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. That's how it go. We ain't got time for no weak links. What's the point? Why would I want to have a whole bunch of, weak individuals around me? We all gonna be strong together.
Justin goes on to say, sad Asuka was just an afterthought the entire time. I didn't even think about this. Sadly, going with Charlotte getting her 15th title reign, then Io coming in and winning the title after. Didn't even think about Io Sky.
I mean, I thought about it, but I ain't.
SummerSlam.
If Charlotte do win this match, I don't know, man. Charlotte, I'm gonna start looking at her real different, man.
I got Asuka winning, but I still think Io's cashing in on Asuka.
That can happen. They're Justin through that little nightmare scenario in there.
But Justin goes massive upgrade, going from the Street Profits to the Hurt Profits, the Executive Profits, the Sweet Profits, the Soup Profits, my bad, whichever one you want to go with. And that's just
the Almighty Profits.
He says that's the Lashley effect there, and I love it. I'm sorry.
See, Justin, that's why we got Justin, man. Somebody sees it. You see it.
What
He
I see
acting
is a
like Bobby
downgrade.
Lashley. You saying Bobby Lashley like Bobby Lashley just on bum that ain't got no hair.
I mean,
See,
he a
you
bum that
gonna
ain't
end up
got no
like
hair.
you gonna end up like Goldberg's son last year. I mean, 2 years
I'm gonna look
ago.
like Goldberg's son last year.
I'm gonna be like,
Man.
dang, is it you? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Nah, if anything, I'm gonna be Mustafa Ali, man. I'm gonna try to talk in my shit.
Hey, same result.
Yeah, I'm like, he just gonna throw me over fucking. If anything, he'll
Trying
treat
to
me like a
disrespect
football, man.
Almighty.
They're gonna, hey, is that Patrick Mahomes? No, that's Bobby Lashley. He just throwing Isaiah across the room and catch it. He just catch
Telling
Bobby
you,
Lashley
man.
doing like he gonna treat me like one of them childhood when you used to play football with yourself, throw it up in the air, run and catch it with the. That's what Bobby gonna do to me.
He gonna throw you and then run and then catch you and run you in for a touchdown. Then he gonna spike you.
Yeah, he gonna treat me like a human football, man. I'm telling you. He gonna start using juke moves, carrying me and stuff. Bobby Lashley will treat me like a piece of meat, like I ain't nothing.
Tell you, man.
But
He gonna jump
change
on
the
you
fact.
like a trampoline.
It doesn't change the fact that I still think this is the downgrade. The Street Profits were doing good on their own. Why do you need to be with Bobby Lashley?
What you mean?
Bobby Lashley needs that help more than the Street Profits do.
No, the Street Profits, they need some type of edge, bro. Because anytime they step up to the big plate lately, they miss.
Why do they need to answer to somebody though? Why did the Street
Because
Profits?
I mean, why would somebody need to answer to them?
What do you mean? They answer to themselves.
that ain't cutting it. Seth Rollins beat both of them. That's what I was really doing. All I'm saying is they ain't at that level of status right now where they could be on their own. That's why you need somebody like a Bobby Lashley, somebody that's won the WWE Championship, somebody that's fought in a singles match at WrestleMania, somebody that's been there, man. Bobby Lashley been there. He just probably because he looked the same. That's why you feel like he just been there since yesterday. But you got to think that man was fighting Umaga at WrestleMania. Granted, he was in that billionaires crowd. But I mean, Bobby been there for a minute. That's the type of stuff you need. Somebody that's had the experience, that's got the legitimacy to him. And now Montez and Angelo, they're gonna feed off of that. They're gonna get another edge that they couldn't get by themselves.
That doesn't make it no. They were multi-time tag champions before this. You telling me Bobby Lashley's credentials? The Street Profits were tag team titles, both Raw and SmackDown.
We can go further than that.
We have gotten to the point to where there was a point in time we wanted Montez Ford to be a singles competition. That ain't happening anytime soon because he's answering to Bobby Lashley. We're not going to see any type of momentum with these two guys if they're going to just sit here answering to Bobby Lashley. If they're under Bobby Lashley, I just think that's a huge downgrade. You're answering
though. Bobby ain't a bum though. You make it seem like Bobby a loser.
He's not a. That's my problem with this. He's not a bum, so he doesn't need this. Why does he need the Street Profits? You don't.
Maybe look, man. I feel like they both look. They can all gain from this. You making it seem like it's just a match where it's like none of this stuff matching up. You make it seem like it's Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Ricochet.
Yes,
you know the three bald-headed group or something.
Yes, that's my problem. That's my problem. You're saying I'm making it seem like this. No, you just named off two guys that were hot dog water that can't even compete with the Street Profits. You're telling me guys that are on the low part of the totem. You're telling me people that are on the bottom part of the totem pole. Where would you, before they even turned heel, where would you rate in all of WWE right now, tag team division? Where would you rate the Street Profits at?
Well, should they be? Man, who is it to really? I guess number 2. I mean, who else is there really to compare?
You're putting the number 2 team that wasn't by themselves for years.
That should tell you more about the tag team division, if anything.
Why do they care about the tag titles then? What all they're going to do is just sit there with Bobby Lashley, watching Bobby Lashley get his ass beat and kiss people's feet.
See what I'm saying? That's the whole Bobby Lashley. That's the whole point of this. I'm pretty sure he knows what to do now. Then I end up in them situations. Now he gonna pass it to the Street Profits. And how we know that may not even be the final. You know, it may be more people coming into this. We don't know. This could be a huge, bigger faction.
I just think this is a bigger distraction. I just think this is a distraction from the Street Profits and their career.
Distracting from what? From losing?
You can put them back and you can rebuild them without having to go through this whole faction thing. They're a team in themselves. Or if you didn't want to split them up, go have Montez. You're not doing nothing with the U.S. title. Have Montez do something over there. Go have Angelo Dawkins do something over there.
Good point.
Now you have to put them together, and go up with Bobby Lashley so they can do his dirty work and pretty much tickle each other and mess around on the roster. That's me.
I can't wait. I can't wait to this play out. I promise you, it's gonna be better than that. I'm throwing my chips out there right now.
Well, I'm eating your chips, so you can go to hell. I'm sorry.
Dang.
I'm sorry. That wasn't deserved, and I apologize. But Justin says the Street Profits have sadly been a complete afterthought. But pair them with Lashley and give them a new attitude and a new look. That's money right there. I hope you go broke. But I'm sorry. I gotta go straight. I'm not talking about Justin going broke, but just broke in the storyline. Look, he says Bobby Lashley is just a more interesting version of Chris Jericho. Instead of aligning with people and making a terrible faction, you get 3 guys we like aligned for something interesting. Justin Time 211. I agree with you 50%.
You sound like a principal. Justin, you hear me?
You hear me, Justin?
He's on the phone with his parents. You hear me, Justin? I want to talk to your parents right now.
I didn't mean to have that put venom in that. I'm sorry. I agree with you 50%. Because I really think this can definitely hurt the Street Profits. What Bobby Lashley did with Cedric and Shelton was dope. Loved every single bit of it. Don't really think it's happening with the Street Profits. So we just got to. I'm sorry, Justin. That was awesome. I'm sorry. I'm glad. I love Justin, man.
It sounded like Justin.
Man, I'm sorry. That was awesome. We gotta move on though, because we've been stagnant on this whole thing. We went from talking about Asuka, Bianca Belair.
Because the attitude gonna go through the family. Bianca Belair gonna turn her next too. Hey, she probably gonna join up with him. Shoot.
It's your fault. Actually, no, it's my fault. I jinxed this. Because before we started this, I was like, bro, we actually flying through this Summerslam card.
See, look at it. See, had he not said nothing, we probably would have still been flying.
Man, just because it's hot in here. We have the World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth Rollins taking on Finn Balor. Devin, who you got winning?
I'm going with Finn Balor.
I hate you.
I'm saying that the Judgment Day gonna have all the gold, man. And I understand why you hate me, because I know you was probably gonna be in that same ballpark. But I mean, look, man, Seth, he didn't have his little time. You know, let him go film his little Marvel movies and get whooped by Captain America and all that whatnot. We're gonna have the Judgment Day running things. It's been building, man. They're gonna be the best. And then you got Damian Priest with the Money in the Bank. Come on, that's just drama waiting to happen. Come on, bro.
I got Finn Balor winning this match. And the only reason why I'm picking Finn Balor is because I picked him last time and he disappointed me. And so now I figure with this rematch, there's no way he could possibly do this a second time. And if he does, he can go to hell too.
He said that everybody the other day. We have a bus.
This is sad. We got Cody Rhodes taking on Brock Lesnar. I got Cody Rhodes winning because obviously, I feel like if you don't have Cody Rhodes winning this, you should be something wrong. Devin, who you got winning this match?
Dang. Okay. So see, I hate you too, man. Yeah, drink that Pepsi, man. I got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, because Brock Lesnar winning just really would make no sense whatsoever. Because what did he need from this? We don't even know why they still fighting to this day. To this day.
You didn't. He had a little hair up. You don't work yourself into a victory here, Cody.
Cody, because Cody is for you.
Cody's sitting here just like he's getting cuddled, like and aggressively, like he's just sitting here. It's like he wants to tell him, like, can you just like, oh, you just like, you know, loosen up just a little bit.
His voice be like Daffy Duck or something. Can you first let me go? I just want to hear the crowd go, wow.
The problem is just like, let me tell you something, Cody.
I'm just trying to finish the story.
I'm just trying to finish the story. Right, Brock is just like, if you could just give me your Cody, I can take it home with me.
I ain't got nothing to say, man.
Or do you want to pass out again, Cody? He's like, you don't pass out from chokeholds, but let me grab your arm, you'll be asleep, right?
You know what? See, hopefully that'll be the last of it after this.
Man, Justice says he's going with Seth Rollins. He's predicting Priest will cash in during the match because of the Judgment Day turmoil. That's a great one, man. I didn't even say it like that. My voice just my voice just went like that. But
Justin got issues with Justin today, man.
Right, yeah, no, I don't know what's wrong with me. It's just Justin's texts are getting hard to read. It's getting hard to read because of what he's doing to me right now. Pause. He says he's going with Cody, so we can wrap this whole thing up. He says he has zero interest in it and zero reason in it why it should happen. Hey, man, I'm telling you, Justin, remember, it's them 14-year-olds.
And me, apparently.
It's them 14-year-olds in Devon that's interested in this, man. I'm telling you, that's the ones that's got the whoa, Devon ripping his shirt.
I'll be flying down the freeway with that.
Devin got one of the moms too. Looking, I know she be watching. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. Devin got one of the moms. My mama said mama said to clean up that room before I go up in there. That's Devin, man.
See, man. Hard times bring better, man. True story.
But I'm sorry. But to end it all off, we have Tribal Comeback. Tribal Comeback. You got Roman. Roman was like, like it's supposed to be some secret. It's like he done gathered everybody together. And like, you know what, like, I don't know what TV shows it is, but like you're there, it's one person, and it's like 7 gods, or like get some gods over you, and it's like you're like getting judged. It's like Judgment Day.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's like weird. We're like getting faced in like you're in like a dark room, and it's like there's a bunch of people above you.
Like in Doctor Strange.
Yes. There you go. Like a Doctor Strange. There you go, man. Thank you, nerd.
You know what? I'm a proud one too, man. Look at that.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. My sister did. She actually discriminated. She didn't discriminate on us, but she categorized us. Like she said, Ismail. Well, you know, I have a roommate named Ismail. She said Ismail's like the cool guy. And then she said Devin is the cool nerd. So I was like, so she was like, well, what are you? I was like, well, I feel like I'm a little bit in between. Can you agree with that? I feel like I'm a little bit cool, a little bit of a nerd at the same time, right? You can throw me in there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. You know,
he don't want to put me in there. He like, no, you ugly. We gonna put you in the ugly category. That's Devin, man.
See, I wouldn't even go in this. I'll see. Look at that. See, negative, man. This man stay on the left side of the number line, man. Just straight negative. I was actually going to a positive place with it, but you know, I keep it to myself, just like my Black Eyed Peas.
Well, stay positive with this. With who do you have winning this Roman Reigns Jey Uso match?
I am actually going to go with the tribal chief, the current tribal chief, because the regime is not changing right now. How about that? I'm gonna be on the outside. Everybody probably think Jay gonna win and Roman gonna go home crying. We ain't gonna see him for forever. Nah, I want to be I want to be on the other side today. I want to be negative today. You know, I'm gonna say the tribal chief gonna do that to Jey Uso. He gonna learn his lesson again. Took 2-3 more years to teach him again, and that's all this gonna be. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's probably a bad decision because I actually don't know where to go after that, but that's where I'm going. I'm walking in the room with my eyes closed. You muted right now. I must have distraughted you.
My bad.
He was like, I can't believe this.
Oh no, I have a Roman Reigns stat that's gonna cook you. And I'm gonna show it to you tomorrow because it shows how much this man just really don't work. I have a list of like all of his recent matches, and they are all like at least a month or 2 apart. Like this, literally, like it was sad. And we're gonna look at them tomorrow. We're gonna look at them tomorrow. But I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Oh, before I go, because I'm going through my conspiracy ways. Justin says he's going with Roman Reigns. Just can't see this whole 3-year-long story all being done to put the title on Jey Uso. Also, no way WWE is having Roman Reigns get pinned twice in a row. Hey man, look.
And see, man, Justin woke up today and said, "Let me just speak facts on everything I say, man."
Well, I got a question. Is
Yes,
this Damian Priest Money in the Bank only subjected to Raw?
No. I mean, you could throw that in there. Yeah.
I mean, if Finn Balor gets the win, we're all happy. What if Jey Uso does finally do it? We get that happiness. I mean, granted, think about it. We got that from Daniel Bryan. We got that from Roman Reigns himself. Sheamus 414. Wasn't it Sheamus something? I know you hated that. Devin wanted to kill Sheamus.
Hated him.
Devin turned into a racist for like 2 months until Sheamus lost. No, it's like, okay, I'm done. Just that was just a joke. Devin's not a racist, I promise you. But yeah, no, it's just so I don't want to say that's gonna happen. I got Roman, but I do want to be entertained. I want to see Jey Uso. I want to see Jey Uso win that title. We get the feel good moment. We see Damian Priest. We see Damian Priest. It's like black and it's just all black. You see the Titantron and Damian Priest's eyes. You may think you have won, Jey Uso.
You're old. You're washed. You're done.
You will fall to the judgment day.
Sound like a terrible villain.
Dom, handle my lightweight. He's like, yeah, I'll handle your lightweight just like I handled my ugly, stupid, deadbeat dad. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm done.
It's the judgment day, man. I'm telling you, they on the rise.
They are on the rise. Man, Devin, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was gonna hit you with the book, but we are an hour and 11 in. Man, I was gonna hit you with the dream match, but unfortunately, it's hot as hell, man. It's hot.
We can save it for Sunday.
Save it for Sunday. Sunday, we're gonna have a whole lot of fun. Tomorrow, we are gonna have a whole lot of fun, and that's only if we can get our intro into Melon, because we had this fire intro. Devin, I'll send it to you later. But we had this fire intro that we was gonna play, and Melon just said no, stick to that little Mickey one that y'all had last year. That's what she said. That's what she said. And I say Lil Mickey as in it's a year old and not recent. I ain't saying it was trash. See, Devin heard Lil Mickey.
This man been throwing shots at me all day, man. But we're gonna address it though, man.
We're gonna address it right now. Is there anything you want to say before we close the show out?
So here we go. Already there. Look at that, man. This man been on my case all this day. But I guess that's what you do when you losing. You know, you just gotta resort to tactics such as those. You know, because I've been called a racist on here. You know, I've been, my stuff I've made has been called a Mickey. You know, I take that personally, man. Call me Michael Jordan. You know, I'm kind of hurt. Look, he didn't even play my music. You know, is how you doing me? You know, but it's all good because look, I'm gonna keep my momentum going. I'm gonna go up 5-3, and ain't nothing he can do because he can't see me, man. And I know I took that from John Cena. Forget him, peacemaker, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go on this good, beautiful Saturday as I'm getting ready for Summerslam. Oh, as I should say, Summer Scam. You know, might get scammed today. You know, but that's been all from your boy Devin Lee Crimes Jr. I'm gonna hand it back over to the loser currently. I'm sorry, number one hater, as you know, Isaiah Jackson Jr. Go ahead, bring that man back. Bring him back. Hey, with his Carmelo Hayes, haircut. But is he gonna miss today? Whoop that trick, man.
Man, shout out to Dave. I see a dance. Shout out to I'm gonna do it if I win. But just know, I want everybody that's watching right now to know the fate of the heel turn.
It's gonna be my
predictions list is pretty much based on based on the outcome of this Logan Paul Ricochet match. So my reputation lands on Logan Paul tonight. Logan, please scam Ricochet out of this match, man.
I'm gonna talk to Logan like he did Justin. Logan, you hear me? Win this match for me. Make me a winner. I'm tired of losing.
Hey man, Just It Goes, awesome show, guys. And look, man, my reign of terror will start pretty soon. It doesn't matter. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to get these dubs. And when I get them dubs, man, it's gonna taste good. I ain't gonna be stressing. Like look at me right now. Feel my heart rate. Feel my heart rate. I'm good. But anyway, man, we got to be good to go. It's 3:15 out over here. That means we have an hour and 45 minutes until SummerSlam comes on. So that means enjoy yourself. I got pizza to order. Devin has to do I don't know what Devin has to do before. I don't know what your pregame warm-up is for premium live events.
Oh, we just going it, we going up ready, man. Empty stomach ahead. I go to the movies. I go in there on empty stomach. I want to feel all the raw emotions. Food be clouding your judgment. Like when they say chocolate make you happier. I don't want that type of stuff when I'm watching. How I feel, that's how I feel.
I got nothing.
And you save money.
Live better.
Exactly.
No,
that terrible place.
That terrible place. That ghetto place. We ain't gonna talk about Walmart. We need a sponsor. But look, man, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy yourself. Stay warm in this summer heat. And as always, we'll see you guys.
Del Morgan gonna win the women's Money in the Bank this year, and that's all I'm gonna say.
You don't believe that.
Lil Morgan to do, man. You want her to?
I want her to beat competition. That's what I want. He hasn't been convincing at all. She was getting her ass beat by Becky Lynch, ass beat by Rhea Ripley.
Becky Lynch had to cheat to beat her. They literally bring that up in the story. No, come back here. No. You not finna rain on my Lil Morgan parade, dog.
Let's move on.
No, we not moving on. No.